You ever notice how a woman's voice starts to sound different when she's done begging? Not angry anymore, not emotional anymore, not even sad, just quiet, numb, disconnected. That's when you should be terrified. Because once a woman stops trying, stops complaining, stops hoping, you don't have a marriage anymore. You've got a roommate who silently resents your fucking existence. And the worst part, you didn't even realize this was happening because you were too busy convincing yourself that you're doing your best. When deep down, you know damn well you've been coasting, hiding behind excuses and avoiding shit that matters. I'm going to talk to you like a man, not a therapist or coach, a real man. You don't need more bullshit motivation posters or some podcast guys telling you to man up. You need someone to hold a mirror up to your face and make you look at what the fuck you've become. Now let's start with this. Your woman doesn't trust your word anymore. Why? Because you've made promises with your mouth that your actions never intended to keep. You said you'd change. You said you'd be more present. You said you would lead. You said you'd figure out the finances, get the house in order, fix your anger, be the man she could count on. Did you? And not because you're a bad person, right? You've got a heart of gold. But because you only take action when it's convenient. You only show up when it's on your terms. When the task excites you. When it strokes your ego a little bit. Or interests you just enough to be worth your time. Otherwise, you disappear. And then she's been left to carry the weight. The weight of the home, the kids, the emotional load of the schedule, of everything. So yeah, man, she's angry. But what's underneath all that anger? It's grief, disappointment, a deep, bone-tired resentment. Because she picked you thinking you were strong, dependable, masculine, grounded, and what she got is just another boy in a man's body. Somebody emotionally reactive, somebody shut down, deflecting, blaming, overwhelmed by simple tasks if they aren't stimulating enough. Now she's got multiple kids in the house, but only one of them is supposed to be her husband. And she's tired of pretending that your potential makes up for your lack of follow-through. Potential doesn't do the dishes. Potential doesn't raise the kids. Potential doesn't pay the bills. And potential doesn't keep a marriage alive. Now, maybe you're thinking, but I work hard. I provide. I'm doing my best. Cool, man. But here's the question. Are you only working hard at the things that you care about? Because that's not strength. That's selfishness. A real man shows up for the boring shit, the unglamorous shit, the uncomfortable, emotionally draining, inconvenient shit, especially when it matters to the people he loves. That's the real test of masculine leadership. Not how hard you grind at your hobby or your career, but how present and steady you are in the chaos of family life. So, what excuses do you got? You might say, I've got ADHD. It's hard for me. Listen, I get it. I really fucking do. I've worked with dozens of men that have ADHD, depression, trauma, PTSD, anxiety. And yes, those things make life harder, but they do not make you exempt. You don't get to use your brain chemistry as a hall pass to avoid your growth. You don't get to use your brain chemistry as an excuse, not for the people you love. They deserve your best, not your comfortable best, your actual best. And that means learning new tools. That might mean therapy. That might mean coaching. That might mean scheduling shit that you usually forget. That means setting alarms. That means putting systems in place. That means developing grit, because if your wiring makes you consistent, your consistency hard, then man, it's time to rewire your life around consistency. Otherwise, your entire marriage is going to collapse under the weight of your resistance to discomfort. Now, you might think she's just nagging. Let's see where that gets you. That nagging, it's a fucking lifeline. It's her last desperate attempt begging you for help. And you punish her for it with anger, withdrawal, mood swings, passive aggression. You make her feel like she's the crazy one, when the truth is she's screaming for a connection, and you keep disappearing into distraction. Hiding in your phone, your book, your job, games, your weed, your alcohol, your porn, silence, anything to avoid the pressure of showing up as a husband and a father. And here's what you don't see. Every time you disappear, you reinforce the story in her mind that she's alone, that she chose wrong, that no one's coming to help her. And that's how relationships die. Not with one big betrayal, but with 1,000 little abandonments that you barely noticed. You missed conversations, man. You broke promises. Birthdays you forgot, the moments you looked at your phone instead of her, the time she asked for help and you acted like she was asking for too much. So now she's checked out. And you're just now waking up. So let me tell you something that most men learn too late. By the time a woman tells you she's done, she's already been emotionally gone for years. And if she's still there, still talking to you, still trying, that is your window. That is your last fucking chance, man. Not to fix her, not to convince her she's overreacting, but to look at yourself and rebuild the trust that you shattered. And that's not going to happen by accident. You need some structure. You need a plan. You need accountability, and you need to want it. Not because she's threatening to leave, but because you don't want to spend the rest of your life as a hollow man, addicted to comfort, emotionally limp, spiritually numb, leaving a legacy of regret and wasted potential. Now listen, guys, too, if any of this is hitting you in the fucking chest right now, if you feel called out, if your stomach is in knots, then that's good. That means you're still alive in there. That means something inside of you still gives a fuck, which is more than most men can say. That's a fire. Don't waste it. Don't bury it again so you can stay comfortable. And real quick, too, if any of this is resonating with you, I just want to mention, guys, that I understand not everyone can afford one-on-one coaching, which is why I created affordable, downloadable guides for tools for men just like you. And if you need help breaking out of these patterns, visit theobstacleremover.com/store. The link is also going to be in the description of this video. But pick one of those guides that works best for you wherever you're at. Start somewhere. You owe it to your wife, you owe it to your kids, and you owe it to yourself. So, aside from that, what the hell do you do now? You start with ownership. Not defensiveness, not excuses, not, well, what about her? What about her problems? No, you start with you. Own the ways that you failed to lead. Own the moments that you've bailed. Own the rage, the apathy, the inconsistency, the broken trust, the lies, the laziness, the shutdowns. Own it all. And then get to work. Every single day, not just once a week when you feel guilty. Every single day. Make a list of every promise you've ever broken. Then go fix them. One at a time, without being asked, without needing applause, without needing her to believe in you again. Listen, you believe in you. You rebuild you. You become the man that you pretended to be when you first met her. You don't wait to just feel ready. Set the schedule, get accountability, and act your way into a new identity. That's how this works. Emotion follows action. You don't become a grounded man by waiting for peace to hit you. You become one by building discipline, structure, consistency, spiritual connection, and emotional intelligence. And while you're at it, go back to the mirror and ask yourself, would I want my daughter to marry a man like me? Because your son is also watching to see what manlyhood looks like. And your daughter, she's watching you learn to see what love looks like. And don't you dare leave them a legacy of emotional neglect and half-assed effort. Listen, your family is not a burden. Stop treating them like one. They are your mission. Your growth is not a luxury. It is your fucking responsibility. You are the thermostat of your home. And when you're hot, the whole house burns. When you're cold, the whole house freezes. But when you're stable, present, soft when needed, firm when required, calm in the storm, your whole family heals under your leadership. And yes, it's fucking hard. But you know what's even harder? Divorce. Watching the life drain from your family. Watching your kids grow up thinking that dad was a ghost. Watching your wife smile at other men because they give her what you wouldn't. You know what's really fucking hard? Sitting in silence, decades later, wondering how you became this numb. How you became this angry shell of the man you could have been. And I don't care if you're scared. Do it scared. I don't care if you have failed 1,000 times. Get up again. I don't care if it's been 15 years of pain, 20 years of pain, 30 years of pain. Just start today. Because you can change this. And you don't need to do it alone. There's a link in the description down below where you can book a free call with me right now. It's entirely free. It's a chat between me and you. And we'll talk about exactly what steps you need to take to fix this shit. I want to help you. I want to see you win. Not just so your wife stays, but so you finally feel proud of the man in the mirror. Again, the link is in the description down below. Let's talk. Let me remind you that you're not broken. You're just buried. And I'm here to help you dig your way out. Now, if this message hits you in the heart, don't scroll past it. Like this fucking video, please. Get it out to as many men as possible so that the algorithm will help push it out to the right guys. Leave a comment down below too. What part of this smacked you in the chest the hardest? Subscribe if you haven't already, because we're building a movement here of men who are done hiding from themselves. I appreciate you listening this far. Remember, guys, get out there and destroy your limitations. Reclaim your strength and build your fucking legacy. I'll see you on the other side.